and welcome to Inner Circle Guidance. Today we're going to be doing a collective reading, but for those of you who are new to the circle, hello and welcome. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I post new readings every single day. And if you're looking for personal services or personal readings, I offer them through my website, innercircleguidance.com. Let's find out what the circle needs to know today. We have the World. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Let's get 2 oracle cards here. We have Thank You for Leaving Me. We have You Are Not Part of My Plan. So I actually bumped this card and I was going to put it back, but it's just so ironic to me because you saw me shuffle the deck. You saw last week's reading. It is now Monday and the same card has come out again. I love myself enough to walk away. Clearly, there's a lot of releasing that has happened. There's a new perspective, though, on these things that you have gotten rid of or that have left your life. Whereas before, I'm seeing you were holding on to maybe a lot of negativity or a lot of grief surrounding the situation. Maybe a lot of anger. There were a lot of pent-up emotions. Now what I'm seeing is you're coming to more peace with this. And you're starting to feel like the things that didn't come to you in the past were more of a redirection. You're finding ways to be grateful for it having left, for it having not worked out. There's also a recognition here that I'm seeing where there is gratitude for things having not worked out the way that you at the time were hoping for. And you're starting to now finally see that all these difficult things that happened were actually for your highest good. They were for you, not happening to you. And you've shifted into a very different energy here. There's been some redefining of values and priorities. Now, the Ten of Pentacles to me is always the most abundant card in the deck. What's interesting in this particular Ten of Pentacles is that it has a little bit more of a Ten of Cups vibe than most of the other decks that I have. There's more people and family involved in this particular Ten of Pentacles. What I'm seeing is that you may have in the past tried to always find solutions to certain problems. There was always some issue and you felt like you had to solve that problem or that you had to change something in order for that particular thing to be fixed or to be better or to be resolved. And some of these things you came to find that no matter what you did, no matter how you reacted, no matter how you acted with intention, the result didn't really change. So what I'm also seeing here is that this isn't only about releasing people in situations in your life. This is about releasing certain mindsets of how things were meant to be, specifically when it comes to your family. I'm seeing that you're allowing what's meant to work out in that area to work out, and you're releasing the burden you've been carrying for other people, that you've been carrying because of other people. So the expectations and things that others place on you that you chose to carry, the expectations that you placed on yourself that you chose to carry. And with the World, there's a shift in dynamic and a shift in power here, where instead of those things taking your power away from you and chaining you down and keeping you stuck, you have removed those chains, freed yourself, and there's a new energy now that's coming through where you're standing more in your power. And what that's doing is it's allowing you to come into balance in a way that you haven't come into balance before between your masculine and your feminine, your conscious and your subconscious, your physical material world and the emotional, the physical material world and the spiritual. And what it's doing is it's shifting and it's pulling you into a new timeline here that's going to be very abundant, but it's going to be abundant not only in the material ways, but also in the emotional and the spiritual ways that maybe have been lacking in the past. The Page of Pentacles is indicating that specifically when it comes to your material gain or your financial wealth, that there is a new motivation, new idea, new opportunity that's going to present itself if it hasn't already. Now, the pages are all immature, meaning that they have to be nurtured in order to reach their full potential. So this may be something that's starting out brand new, starting out small, but as long as you continue to nurture it, will grow into something larger. And what I'm seeing is, since you have the 10 of Pentacles and then you have the page here, this is something that's going to bring you a lot of financial stability, a lot of financial material abundance. But you're being reminded here that in order for your full manifestation in the material to work the way that you desire, you can't fall into old habits of neglecting your spiritual, your emotional, your relationship with family and friends side and getting too caught up in the material. The Four of Wands indicates that destiny is coming into play here. You're kind of being drawn towards specific people or certain circumstances. There's going to be a lot of synchronicity at this time. This is the 1111 card. So this is an indication that you've realigned to your purpose, you've realigned to the right path, and that the universe is sort of stepping in to help usher you into the right direction. Although things are moving a lot in the background here, there's going to be a feeling of suspension that's going to happen, where the universe is going to be doing a lot in the background to put certain pieces in place. So there's going to be this feeling where you may know something is coming that's really positive, but may not be quite sure exactly what it is or how it's going to play out. The Hanged Man is indicating you're not meant to know. You need to have faith that it's all working in the grand scheme of what's best for you and your highest good. It's going to bring everything together in a way that you can't even maybe comprehend. So instead of spending your energy trying to figure out what it is, use your intuition at this time to go towards what you're guided to. And that's the same with this Knight of Wands. Anything that you feel passionate about, anything that brings you joy, anything that brings you peace, those types of energies that you want in your life, that you want to prioritize, allow your intuition to draw you towards whatever it is. It'll give you what you need in the moment, and it'll give you what you need in the long run as well, as long as you're paying attention to your intuition and looking towards the future. This is not a time for making brash decisions or impulsive decisions because you're feeling bored or you're feeling like things aren't moving. Things are moving in the background, but it's going to take some time for certain things to come together. You're still sort of in this transitory phase. The Knight of Wands also indicates that you're going to be feeling more confident and motivated at this time towards those particular types of emotions and things that are going to fuel your passions, your love, your confidence, those things. Use it wisely. This energy, although positive, is heightened at this time, which means that it can be easy for you to run off track if you're not staying intentional and conscious of how you're using the energy. I just heard the Queen of Wands. So in the past, the Queen of Wands is an energy who sometimes is really unfocused. Don't allow your motivation and your passion to run away with you. Make sure you're using it in a way that's productive towards what you're prioritizing and what you're wanting long term, not just short term, unless the short term is going to help you get to the long term. This is very much a card that's referring to delayed gratification, allowing things to build up, but also not taking things too seriously. So I'm going to leave the reading here. If this reading resonated with you, don't forget to like this video and comment your affirmation down below. Your affirmation for this reading is, I trust the direction that I am going. And as always, may your life be full of light, full of love, abundance, and gratitude. I'll see you next time.